Hey everybody, Max coming here. It's Little Kitty Podcast, not too long. How's everybody? You have a good morning this morning? Oh, my lady friend set her alarm this morning, even though it's fucking Saturday. Set her alarm for 7 a.m. so she could get up and walk Zorro. I don't know. Apparently she thinks if he doesn't get a walk at 7 a.m. then he'll, I don't know what he'll do, but, Zorro's got his own morning schedule, okay? He needs to have a walk at 7 a.m. He's used to it, even though he can't tell time. Even though he has no concept of time because he's a dog, When we leave to go to work and we're gone for a few hours, he thinks we're gone for 2 months because he's a dog. He has no concept of time. He doesn't need to wake up at 7 a.m. It's goddamn Saturday. You don't have to turn off your alarm, anyway. I woke up at 7 a.m. this morning, Tried to go back to sleep, couldn't do it. Just kind of laying in bed for the next hour and a half, just being very angry that my lady friend set her alarm for 7 a.m., but besides that, everything's good. Anyway, you guys are looking forward to the UFC tomorrow? Dude, UFC tomorrow, dude. It was supposed to be Jiri Prochazka versus Glover Teixeira, but Jiri Prochazka hurt his shoulder, and Glover Teixeira didn't want to fight Magomed Alkalaev, and I don't blame him. Have you been listening to the podcast for a while now, Probably maybe a year or two ago, I was watching the light heavyweight division. I've had my eye on these guys, Magomed Alkalaev and Jiri Prochazka. And I knew back then these two guys, they're going to be the new face of the light heavyweight division, and here we are. Jiri Prochazka was the champion, and Magomed Alkalaev, he's fighting for the title against the former champ, Jan Blachowicz. Anyway, I think, and also everyone else thinks that Alkalaev is going to take that one. Just because he's younger, and the guy's defense is so good. The guy he never gets hit. And what's Jan going to do? He's going to use that Polish power boxing, but Alkalaev never gets hit. He fights really defensively. He fights real safe. So I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I don't know, bro. I guess we'll see what happens. Alkalaev, he's got the Dagestani beard, He's very soft-spoken, He's got good wrestling, good defense. This guy's hot defense, so I don't know, yeah. I think Alkalaev, he could probably even beat Jiri Prochazka as well, because Prochazka, he's kind of reckless, I guess, when he fights. He'll take a hit to get a hit, but Alkalaev, he's very defensive, He's very defensive, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say here. So I think Alkalaev's going to take that one, and so does everyone else. Got the odds. I wanted to bet on him, but the odds are terrible. He's like minus 350. Oh, God. What if Polish Power gets a lucky shot on, You never know what's going to happen, So didn't bet on that one. Actually, I did do a parlay with Alkalaev and Paddy Pimblett over here. That's the second one, of course. Paddy Pimblett, he's got a mop on his head. So he's from Liverpool, And, he after he wins fights, he promotes mental health treatment, So everybody loves him, Of course, he's fighting Jared Gordon, who, he used to be a drug addict or something like that because he got abused when he was a child. He just became a drug addict, but then I don't know how exactly he turned his life around, but he doesn't do drugs anymore. That's good. His new drug is MMA. So he's got a good story. Only problem is he's 34, so he's at the tail end of his prime there. And neither one of these guys, Paddy Pimblett and Jared Gordon, neither one of them have really fought anybody. But of course, Paddy Pimblett, they're trying to push him. They're trying to make him famous, or I guess he's making himself famous. Everyone likes that mop on his head, that he's got. So, even though he hasn't really fought anybody, who knows, Who knows who's going to win this one, because neither of these guys have really fought anybody. And I don't think maybe they probably can't, They're both unranked. Probably if they fought anybody in the rankings, yeah, because, okay, lightweight, Paddy Pimblett's in lightweight. He's going to fight Islam Makhachev? I don't know, dude. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I don't think you're gonna do too good against Islam Makhachev or fucking anybody really. You know, he's gonna fight Dustin Poirier. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. Guess we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see how. I mean, he's only 27, you know, so of course he's got a few years to go. But I don't know. He hasn't. He's not that good. I mean, he's not that good, really. You know, he's not like, oh my god, this guy's amazing. Oh my god, you know. I mean, he's entertaining. He's definitely entertaining. He's definitely entertaining and likable, you know. So I think even if he doesn't win, you know, everyone's still gonna like him. Okay, then of course we got Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Alex Morono. Alex, you're a moron, Morono. And of course, this was supposed to be Robbie the Brawler Lawler versus Santiago Ponzinibbio. But Robbie the Brawler Lawler got injured or something. I don't know what exactly happened. So Morono had to step in there. They're gonna fight at a catchweight there. Let's see. Did I bet on this one? What did I bet? Oh, I bet over 2.5 because both these guys kind of fight to decision. That one will probably go to decision. That one will probably be boring. That should be on the prelims. I don't know why this is on the main event here. You probably should have had the heavyweight fight on the main card here. Yeah, I mean, okay, we look at the prelim card. You know, we got Rozenstruik in my pants versus Chris Daukaus. And that should be on the main card, I think. Heavyweight fight. I mean, that's what people want to see. They want to see fat boys fight. All right, that's what we love. All right, MMA fans, we hate wrestling. We love kickboxing, and we like fat boys. We just want to watch fat boys do kickboxing. That's it. You know, fat boys get tired after the first round. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see old man Santiago Ponzinibbio. You know. Anywho, yeah, I bet the over 2.5, over 2.5 on that one. Of course, then we got Darren Till making his comeback fight after losing to Derek Brunson. You know, if you've been an MMA fan for a while, you know, then you of course know that Darren Till was up and coming, dude. He was up and coming, fighting at 170, dude. He was a counter striker, dude. Up and coming, dude. And then he fought Wonder Boy, and the judges kind of gave him the home field advantage for that one. It was kind of a draw. And then he fought Tyron Woodley in Tyron Woodley's last good fight before Tyron Woodley just went on a humongous losing streak. That was his last win against Darren Till. And Darren Till got destroyed by Tyron Woodley. Oh, and then he decided to go up to middleweight there. And, you know, let's see. Let's check out his round. What did he fought Fat Boy. He fought Fat Boy Kevin Gastelum, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. After he got destroyed by Woodley, he got knocked out by Masvidal, which is the reason why Masvidal was able to fight that fat curly-haired wrestler boy, you know, that made him famous with this. So that was a very lucky knockout for Masvidal. Yeah, I wonder what happened to Till. If Till had not gotten knocked out in that fight, the whole MMA scene would have been much different. You know, he probably would have stayed a welterweight. Masvidal never would have fought Askren. I mean, wow, it's amazing what happens when you think about, like, the choices we make and the things that happen in our lives and how they affect our lives. It's like, oh my God, if I never shared my lunch with that kid in kindergarten, then I wouldn't be homeless right now. Oh my God, you know. Then, of course, he fought Kevin Fatboy Gastelum, and then he won that one. He fought Bobby Knuckles. And if I remember, that fight was kind of boring, actually. Yeah, it was a decision. They were both... I feel like Bobby Knuckles could destroy him, but he didn't. I don't know. He probably still had that air of being a good counter striker, so like Adesanya, you know. But anyway, then of course last year he got submitted by Derek Brunson, which was just kind of embarrassing, just pretty embarrassing. So then he's like, oh well, maybe I should take some time off. I gotta learn how to talk. I should take some time off here, you know. Started training with Hazmat Suit Chimaev, you know. Started doing the wrestling, you know, because I guess his wrestling. He realized his wrestling sucks, so he's been working on his wrestling last year, you know. And yeah, so now he's fighting this guy Dricus Duplessis. Okay, this guy is from South Africa. He's a white guy, and his name is Dricus Duplessis. It's like, hey, dude, why don't you have like a name that people can pronounce, you know, like Darren Till. That's a very easy name, right? It's very I mean, you speak English, right? Why is her name Dricus du Plessis? Is that French or something? Goddamn French people. Oh, anyway, yeah, I put $5 on. I put $5 on Darren Till just because the odds were better. You know, I feel like I don't know. I mean, who knows? Who knows where Darren Till is in his MMA life here? You know, like if he's washed up or whatever. What's going on in his life? You know, is he getting drunk? I think he covered up that tattoo, that terrible tattoo. He covered it up. He made the woman. I mean, she already kind of looked like a demon in that tattoo, but now he added some details, so it really actually looks like a demon. You know? So that's kind of good because he probably had the worst tattoo of all time, of all MMA. You know, and well, now it's still terrible, but now it's jokingly terrible. You know. Anyway, that should be an interesting fight there. See if Darren Till's back or not. You know. Of course, this card we got two guys from Liverpool, Darren Till and Paddy Pimblett. You know. If they win, they're both going to be going on the mic there. They're just like, ach, you know, they're going to be speaking English with the I can be part of the Beatles, you know, something like that. Yeah. And of course, we got a interesting fight here, featherweight, Bryce Mitchell versus Ilia Topuria. Both these guys probably going to be the future of the featherweight division here, you know, depending on how they do here, you know, because they're both relatively young. They got good records. Good records. Ilia Topuria, he's undefeated there, you know. He's only 25 years old, undefeated. Bryce Mitchell, 28, 15-1. Of course, both these guys haven't really fought anybody, but, you know, they're up and coming. Well, I guess Bryce Mitchell, he fought Barbosa, but, I don't know, Barbosa's kind of at the tail end of his career there, you know, so I don't know. Does that really count, really, you know, if you fight good people, but they're really old, you know? I don't know if it counts, you know? Of course, Bryce Mitchell, he's from Arkansas. His last win, that was like right when Russia invaded the Ukraine there. And they were talking about sending American troops over there and like what he thought about that. He's like, I don't care. I'm not going over there. All right, I'll tell you what. You come to Arkansas, I'll give up my life. I'll fight you to the death. I'll defend my country. I'll defend my home. I'm an Arkansas man. I'll defend America against anybody. But I'm not going over there. What's the point of that, you know? I guess he's anti-war, you know? He's also anti-Federal Reserve. I think he's also anti-vaccine. He's very anti-government, which, you know, I kind of like him. You know, at least he realizes that the global banking mafia exists, you know. And, you know, so hopefully if he wins there, he'll give a shout-out. He'll decry inflation. He'll be like, all right, everybody, we need to abolish the Federal Reserve, right? We got all this inflation. They're paying me $100,000 to fight this guy. It's going to be nothing next year. I'm going to need $100 million next year because goddamn inflation, man. Goddamn Federal Reserve. So hopefully he wins. Let's see. What did I bet? Did I bet on him? Oh, I bet over 2.5 for both these guys. Because yeah, both these guys looked at. They both. Yeah, Topuria. He kind of fights. He's got a couple knockouts, but Mitchell, it's almost a decision almost every time. Yeah, because I think this guy, he's pretty good at like wrestling and jiu-jitsu. So that one, unless Topuria gets a knockout, might be kind of a boring decision fight there. So I bet the over. 2.5. I bet the over. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Then we got the prelims. We got this guy, Raul Rosas Jr. This guy's 18 years old. He's 18 years old, 6-0. He's fighting Jay Perrin, and I know nothing about either of these guys, but I just bet on Perrin, you know, because the odds were better. And yeah, I don't know, 18. That's quite young. That's not really enough time to develop your martial arts skills. So this guy's just like he's got on pure puberty testosterone, you know, pure like natural steroids. You know, I mean, this guy, he's only 18 years old. I mean, fucking, I didn't stop growing until I was like 20, 21. You know. Like when I graduated high school, I was 5'10", and now I'm 6'1". You know, I grew 3 inches after the age of 18. You know, so this guy, he's a young rapscallion, you know. And I don't know, this guy Jay Perrin, I guess he sucks. You know, he's 10, but he's 29 years old. He's in his prime, you know. So, and the odds were better. I mean, why not? And then of course we got Yazir Rozenstruik versus Chris Daukaus. The Daukaus boys. Of course, the Daukaus boys, I think they both suck. And they both should be fighting like a weight class down. Like, Chris Daukaus is just kind of a fat boy. He should definitely be fighting at 205 and not heavyweight. But he needs to lose like 30 pounds of fat and maybe get some skin surgery because he used to be a super fat boy. So that provides a disadvantage. And Rozenstruik, he's a little chub. He's a little chub too, but I think he's got way more muscle. And yeah, I mean, all of his only losses have been against. Yeah, I guess he lost to Volkov. Yeah, that's just unlucky, I think. Yeah, maybe Chris Daukaus. Chris Daukaus he does have good boxing. He's got a puncher's chance here, you know. Yeah, Rozenstruik's been kind of. He lost to Blades. He lost to Serial Gaines, which is, you know, no big deal. He lost to Ngannou. So, you know, I got knocked out by Volkov. I wonder if his chin is all right there, huh? Maybe his chin's going. Of course, Volkov's got that huge long reach, so might have just been unlucky there, you know. Anywho, he's probably beat the Daukaus boys. The Daukaus got to lose some weight. Then we got Edmund Shahbazyan versus Dalcha Lungiambula. Okay, this is definitely the most difficult name to pronounce in this cards. Edmund Shahbazyan versus Dalcha Lungiambula. Yeah, that's this guy's name, Dalcha Lungiambula. Where the fuck is this guy from? I gotta find who has a name like that. Congolese? He's Congolese. Where's that? From the Congo? He's from the Congo? Oh shit, this guy's from the Congo. You guys ever see that movie Congo? It's like, Amy, good gorilla. You know? I remember watching that when I was young. I was like, that's a goddamn person in a suit. That doesn't look like a gorilla at all. Because they had like real gorillas, and then they had the fucking Amy in a gorilla suit. It's like, that doesn't look like a gorilla. It looks like a goddamn midget in a suit. Oh, sorry. I mean, little person. Anyway, that was a pretty good movie, Congo. Check it out. Anyway, this guy's from Congo. This guy looks fucking ripped. This guy looks like he took a couple steroids. I don't know, maybe he's been eating those Congo diamonds. This guy's huge. Jesus. I should bet on him. Let's see. All right, how do I go back? Go forward. Go back. Okay, dude. All right, there we go. Okay, let's see. Edmund Shahbazyan versus Dalcha Lungiambula. Anyway, the Congo guy's 35. Edmund Shahbazyan. Did I bet on that one? No, I did not bet on that one. What are the odds here? Let's see. Yeah, I guess the Congo guy's plus 255. Edmund Shahbazyan minus 300. What weight is this? Middleweight? Yeah, I feel like Edmund Shahbazyan. Where's this guy from? American? I kind of base all my bets based on the age and like where the guy's from. Like if they're from a former Soviet bloc country, you should definitely bet on them, you know. But if like they grew up in San Diego, it's like, all right, dude, you didn't have a rough life, right? You grew up on the beach drinking margaritas, right? This guy grew up in a goddamn Russian war zone, you know. I guess the Congo. I mean, that's the Congo. That's got to be a tough life, right? That can't be easy living. Anyway, I'm not going to bet on that one. I don't know enough about any of these guys. Okay, in the last fight, we got Chris Curtis versus Joaquin Buckley. Did I bet on that one? Yeah, I think I bet on Buckley. I bet on Buckley just because, he's in his prime there, you know. I mean, I guess both these guys are skill-wise kind of equal. Chris Curtis, he looked all right in his last fight. You know, but he's just kind of old man, 35 years old. 35 years old. You're too old for the fight game. So we've got Alexander Hernandez on the early prelims. Alexander. Anyway, I guess that's it. Yeah, those are my bets. Yeah, I made 8 bets. 8 bets. Joaquin Buckley. Jay Perrin. I bet the over on Bryce Mitchell. Over 2.5. I bet over 1.5 for Chris Daukaus and Rozenstruik. Hopefully no one gets knocked down in the first round there. I bet on Rozenstruik. I bet on over 2.5 for Morono Santiago. I bet on Darren Till, and then I did a cute little parlay with Paddy Pimblett and Magomed Ankalaev. There it is. Those are my bets. Thanks for listening. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.